Are you ready?
You said me already.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What do you need for a podcast?
Yeah.
You don't need anything for a podcast?
No. Oh, this.
Yeah, the most important thing. The most important thing in a podcast.
I'd.
Hello and welcome, retards,
Wait,
to
what's
episode.
this though?
Leave it. It's for the.
Okay.
And if you have the same response like you always do, I'm gonna fucking see. We'll see.
What?
We'll see. Hello and welcome, retards, to episode number 71 of talking about.
71? I knew that's what you were.
I know. Every single episode, it's like, whoa, I didn't know that. Yeah, I think you've done it like in the past like 16 episodes.
70 episodes. The last 70 episodes.
Sorry if it looks weird. I can't. But the coloring looks fucking weird.
It's us. We're the problem.
Is it?
Yeah, I think we're just weird.
Like I'm sunburnt. I look like I have black eyes. What the fuck is happening? No, I gotta fix this. This is terrible. This is not our fucking podcast. That's better.
No, we're just ugly, man.
No, we're good. That looks good right there. Okay. Hello and welcome, retards, to episode number 71 of Talking About Real Shit podcast. With yours truly, Dennis. Why is it fucking delaying more? And my good old sister, Inja.
Inja?
71.
Yep.
Good news finally.
What?
We actually
We're gonna start with good news?
have a news of I think I just went full blown retarded. We actually have a good week. Oh, god damn it. We actually have a week of good news.
Really?
Yes.
First, before you do that, what is this button exactly?
Nothing. It's for the battery.
Can I take it out like this?
You just
I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, that's nice.
we have a week of good news.
What's the good news?
We, as America, I'm being serious. As America, we had
0 shootings?
no, we probably had some. No, as America, we had a jury of people that are probably poor have a rich person give another rich person $15 million.
Holy shit.
Johnny Depp won.
I know, I saw that.
That's our good news. We had a jury of poor people that probably even went more broke because they had to go to jury duty for this stupid fucking thing. They should have just shot them both and called it a day. But you had jury duty go there, right?
Right.
Like you didn't like jury duty sucks, right? You don't get paid that much for it.
$5 a day.
So you had a team of Americans have a reward for a rich person paying another more rich person more money.
Right.
That's our good news. That's it.
Good news. Good
It's
news,
beautiful.
apple juice.
I'm so happy that was our news. That's it.
Did you hear about the one shooting? The surgeon got shot?
The surgeon got shot.
Why
There
did
was
he
a
get
judge
shot?
that got
Why
shot.
did the surgeon get shot? Because they didn't give him enough. Didn't take care of his like after something pain.
I don't know. I have zero clue.
I don't know either. But I was thinking the other day, like for real, I was thinking.
You thought?
What?
No, just you
No.
thought.
Like when I had like my gallbladder pain, like when I used to
Yes.
get like the really bad like attack. I remember the one really bad when I had to go to the ER right before I made the appointment to get that removed. The pain was so bad, like you're gripping, like you're just trying to find any comfort, and you just feel like when you're like in misery, it's like 1 minute feels like an hour.
A long time, yeah.
And I even thought to myself, like that day while I was driving, I was like, man, like when I was driving home the other day, I was thinking of that pain. So, man, I wonder if anyone's ever like gotten to a point where they're like, dude, I can't fucking live with this pain anymore. Like it's not going away. Like either this doctor give me something, or like I'm at the point where like I could easily just like kill people right now, because that's how much pain I am.
See, that's the problem.
And
though.
I feel like that's a lot of that times like. There is probably a good link between like people that have like chronic pain and like suicide or whatever,
That's fine. I am 100% okay with that. The suicide part. Why the fuck are you gonna kill someone else for your own fucking pain? Because when you think of it, every instance is different. Think about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's the same thing as you watching a person for your work, and like you can't do the same things to this person, and because you didn't heal this person, this parent is going to kill you.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
No,
Like you
I get
can't, and that's the thing that I fucking hate. It's like you can't. I don't know. It's
I just feel like, I don't know. We don't know this person's story. It's not okay. I'm not saying like I'm not
yeah,
justifying it.
yeah.
I just don't know if it's like,
The doctor probably deserved. Like
if this is
most
a
people
thing,
that get killed deserve
is
it.
this a thing where it's like this patient's been telling his doctor like, dude, I'm like in
Yeah.
pain.
Oh, of course.
And sometimes doctors just like don't believe that. What I mean, or you got that Will Smith movie where like the dad goes and like he needs to get medical care for his kid. Maybe it was Will Smith. Maybe it was a different actor, but like ended up like holding the whole hospital at hostage because
I don't know that
they
one.
weren't wanting to like fix his son.
Yeah.
And I can see when people are like desperate.
Makes sense.
For
I
something,
get
you know?
it. I
don't
honestly, I feel like okay, realistically speaking, how many people that get murdered, you think actually deserved it?
I don't know. It depends.
Well, that's the thing. What do you think the percentage is?
Very low.
You think it's very low? I was thinking like 70%.
No, because it's like when you think about.
I was thinking like 70%.
When you think about it, like all the serial killers, people didn't
that's
deserve
okay.
it.
All of
Sometimes
that's
a lot of
zero.
like the husbands are killing
Sometimes.
their wives, or vice versa, or like like the couple in Idaho that killed their two kids, and then they killed the wife and the ex-husband. Like they don't deserve that. You're just fucking crazy.
But think about how many like gang murders there are. Right?
Right.
That's a lot. There's a lot there.
There is a lot there.
And
I'm
it's
just
like
thinking
most of the
like
time
all
it's,
these
like,
like
fine.
school shootings, bombs, whatever, like the marathon where there was that bombing and like none of that stuff was deserved. Like I don't know.
But when you think
like,
about it, how many people actually in those like bombings actually like kind of deserved it?
probably a lot, but like we don't know that.
I'm kidding.
I don't know. They were
I'm
running
being
for fun.
I'm being
So I'm like guessing
not
that
kidding.
they were crazy in and of itself.
Yeah.
Like you're
no,
running for fun.
it's obviously, but yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, there was that, and then the yeah, there was like a judge that got killed in Wisconsin or some shit
Fucking
like
crazy,
recently.
man.
But that's the thing. Like, do you notice a trend here?
Yeah, let's just.
It's all about killings now. It's all about killings.
Because a lot of people are wanting to push whatever happened with the shooting with the
Yeah.
school. It would be interesting to pull up, which we're not going to do it because I just want to, or we can. How many shootings were reported after the Sandy Hook? When Sandy Hook happened?
Well, they're all
How many-
reported. What do you mean?
Like
on the news?
like on the news, like
Yeah,
all of a
yeah.
sudden, like all of a sudden, it's like this and this and this and this, and now obviously with this one, it's like all of a sudden now it's a judge, and then it's this
Yeah.
and it's this, and I'm wondering if it's just to like,
yeah, that would be
hey,
hard to
look.
track to see like what's actually being like exposed to people, because like obviously like everything's exposed in a way, but like what's being really brought out? Because obviously
Right.
like if you hear of a shooting here, like a local shooting, no one's gonna hear that shit in fucking Elko or any
Right,
other place in
right.
the fucking world. Like
Has to
we're
be
only,
something big.
has to be something big. So I think that no, it's well because like so Canada now is imposing a thing where all future like you can't buy, sell, or anything like handguns anymore in Canada. That's a huge move, right? They're not taking handguns away. This is just like pistols and shit. They're not taking them away, but there's no more. Like you can't import them.
Whatever you got, you got.
Yes.
You can't get any more.
And then here in the States, there's like already like some politicians trying to push to Congress like 1,000% sales tax on AR-15 style rifles.
Damn.
So it's like that. Obviously, it's like that's
that could,
that can
deter some people.
exactly. So there's all this whole push and all that stuff, and yeah, I know it's crazy because like okay, so like this I had to like re-register my car on Uber. This has like obviously this doesn't sound like it has any relations, but it does. It's just funny because like I am for gun rights. Like I think that you should be able to have guns. Like think about like if our country, like if everyone had a gun, like it would have been a bit harder to do, but you can't defend yourself against anyone,
Right.
And I'm not saying like against the U.S. government because they'll just fucking drone you. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff because you'll just get drone attacked and it's like you can have 40 fucking thousand guns. A drone's just gonna kill you and that's fucking what it is, right? So like you can't win against the government when it comes to if like those soldiers were completely against the people, right?
Right.
That's a different story. That's not what I'm talking about. But it's just funny that yes, you have to be 21 to buy alcohol or / drink
Right.
alcohol. You have to be 21 to buy cigarettes or a vape pen or whatever. They just changed that because it used to
Right.
be 18. 21 for that. You have to be 25 to drive retards on Uber. You know what I mean? Like you have to be 25 to drive a bunch of boneheaded retards around a shitty city, and you have to be 25 for that. But hey, you can buy any style. Well, not a handgun, but you can buy any other long rifle, shotgun, whatever at the age of 18. Technically, you can buy a handgun at 18 if you don't buy it from a store.
And
You
I'm
can
pretty-
legally buy like if I was selling a handgun, I can legally sell it to 18 or older.
And but then like you also have like people that are like, couldn't a parent or guardian buy one for someone that's under the age of 18?
Yeah, exactly.
Or you cannot legally even have one that operate until you're 18, or is it just for
No, you
purchase
can.
use?
No, you can because like I know.
There's like kids that are like an under Zed that have shotguns.
Yeah. Because there's like, well, I know, like in my school, there was a kid that was like going hunting the next day, not the next day, the same day after school, and he had a bunch of guns in his. Like he wasn't shooting up the school. Like he was a relatively like he was a fucking he thought he was a hunter, right? And like he didn't get in trouble for having guns at the age of what was he,
Right.
16? I think he was a year younger than me, so he had to have been 17 or 16, right? If I was a senior, which I don't remember what I was, but it wasn't that. It was like, hey, you just can't have guns on the premises.
Right.
Like that was what he got in trouble for. So yes, you can have guns like at the
Right.
like
So
under.
like if you got somebody, especially where so many people like when it's like the shooters and stuff, whether whether it's school shooter, whatever, and if they're like young enough to where they have like parental involvement or whatever, most of the time the parents are like, I had no idea.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's like those parents where they had no idea could have easily purchased that gun with like the goodness of their heart because they had no idea that their kid
Yeah.
would even be interested in using this as like a weapon to kill somebody, and they could have gotten it even like before the age of 18.
Yeah.
Since all these parents are clueless and don't
Yeah.
know that their kids want to shoot up a school. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny to me. Like it's like because I didn't know. I had no idea about that. Because I'm 27, so like I didn't even put that in
oh
mind.
right.
Like I was like going through because I had to like re-register everything, so like it kind of goes through like the whole
Right.
process, and it's like car has to be this, that, whatever. And it's like you have to be age of 25 or older. I'm like, so you have to be 25 to drive at retards around because that's all.
You have to be 25 years old to drive the school shooter around who's
Yes.
18 with a gun.
Yes, it's it's wild, but
Wild thing.
yeah, it's just funny because it's like I don't know. I guess if we if we want to be political activists, right? Because that's what everyone is these days. The way we can sort this out, if we want to push the gun age to be 21, I have a perfect solution for this. This is not a joke. It's 100% genuine because it will work. It will work.
Okay.
You get a bunch of kids, like not kids, but like people under the age of 18. Okay, so like high schoolers and stuff that do want to kill themselves. Okay, they actively want to do it. They've either attempted it, whatever the purpose is, right? They have to kill themselves with a gun, right? And then that's like they have to blow their brains out, right? They have to specifically blow their brains out. The reason they have to do that is because now the fight's going to be, well, alcohol, your brain's not developed yet. Alcohol can mess up your development and all that stuff. A bullet to the head will mess up development, right?
Right.
That's your shot after. That's your golden ticket to push the limits. Do you think that would work?
Yeah. I think we should start the petition right now.
Who wants to kill?
Auditions start.
Auditions, yeah.
We should have auditions.
You pay the parents like $40.
I'll do it.
$40.
Let's do it.
And like that's if you take like the 13 Reasons Why girl, like come on, let's be fucking real. You died for no cause. Die for a cause. That's the thing. People need to die for a cause.
Right.
People need to die for a cause. You need to die for Epstein. You need to die for these causes.
Just like Jesus died for you.
Exactly. You died for your sins. Die for the American people.
You be Jesus. You be Jesus.
I'm just fucking. But that would work technically on paper.
But you're like on the arches.
The what? Wait, what? Oh, the McDonald's arch.
But it's just your legs that are spread.
Yeah. I'm just McDonald's arches with this shirt because it's almost golden. It's like green, but
Shit, that's good.
on paper it would work. Legally, is it okay?
Yeah.
Morally, is it okay? Ethically, is it okay? No, not at all. But I'm not saying that. We're not saying that. Well, I don't want to put your words in this. I'm not saying that.
Right.
I'm saying it would, on paper, it would work.
Oh yeah, it would work. Let's try it.
Let's try it. No, but it's
Season
it's
one.
crazy. Because that's the thing. It's like it's always extreme. Why does that always have to be extreme measures? Like push the limit to be 21. Not let's fucking
yeah.
ban every
Oh, yeah.
bro, like everything is extreme.
Or it could be like, I love when like, or even the thing where someone was saying like if you arm the teachers, right? Like
Yes.
I get it. If you arm the
Well,
teachers,
they all have arms
they're
unless they're
saying
limb.
they're saying like a shooter will be less likely to enter a building knowing that there's like 50 possible people with
Yes.
a gun. And of course not every teacher is going to want to do it. And that's fine. Just like every person
you
didn't
talked
want to
about
take a
this last
COVID
week.
shot. You know? Like
Well, we did. Thank you, America. Thank you, Pfizer.
But you know what I mean, though? Like, that's the bullshit. It's like, oh, well, not every teacher wants... Okay,
Yeah.
well, not every fucking teacher wanted to get a vaccine either, but you sure as hell pushed that down their
Yeah.
throat.
No,
But
that's
that
true.
was, but like, maybe, okay, maybe not every teacher wants to, but maybe there's like half of them that do, that
Yeah.
would have no problem doing that. That's like right up their alley.
Because a lot of
Then allow
teachers are
them.
like
Then allow them to do
ex-military and
it.
things like that.
You know, it's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
We have 50 teachers, 10 of them want to do it. Cool. Now we got 10 more.
Yeah.
10 more options.
yeah,
Half
no,
the time
literally.
you'd only
that's-
need like maybe 5.
I think
to
the
do it.
kids should be able to bring
Oh, fuck
guns
yeah.
to school.
Man, if you had like 150 guns in that school, I think that's a
It
solution.
would be cool. There was that crazy shootout like at a gas station.
Where?
Like fucking like it was wild.
Where? Like here?
No, I don't know where it was. But I think that would be cool. What would be like it's like the same thing as like abortion. It's like it's like it's either no or yes. It's like for like
I love that. I love that.
reasonability
It's
in
like,
the middle.
It's like for abortion, no or yes. For COVID shit, no or
Oh,
yes.
yes.
But for guns, it's like, oh, but how come you can't just like pick one of the sides and go with it? Just like you picked one of the sides with the other ones
Yeah.
and went with it and made it to where that was it. Like, and then whoever wants to not get a COVID vaccine, well, you're out of luck. And this is before. Like, now it doesn't matter anymore. But it's like back then, it's like, you don't want it? I guess you're out of a job.
Yeah.
You know? Or like the whole abortion thing. Oh, you need one because you were raped and you're 12 years old and you don't want to carry this kid? Well, I guess you're going to have to go across state lines and figure it out and hope that no one catches you.
Yeah, that's like the whole
But the whole
states
gun
shit.
thing, it's like, oh no. Don't touch them. Don't touch our guns.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do. It's bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah, it's
Hypocrite.
hypocrite.
They put the hippo in hypocrite.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's wild because it's like because you do have places that it's like very hard to have guns like Chicago and stuff like that, and like you see the murder rates over there. Like you can't, like you just can't. Like some
Wasn't it
things
like-
are too far gone.
Wasn't it like that place where that school shooting happened just recently in Texas? Wasn't that one of the better areas in Texas with like their gun control and they were like super like good with it?
I have
And-
zero clue. I know, like obviously Texas is similar to Idaho when it comes to like gun laws. It's like really like you like like it's
Right.
very open, right? I don't know. I don't know how it worked when it comes to that stuff, but like I don't know. It's just like when it's a thing that's too far gone.
Right.
Like if guns like were just like starting to exist and then there's like ban them. It's like okay,
Right.
like okay, I understand. But like after like what there's 400 million guns on this fucking planet, like on not planet on this in this country, and then it's like now you want to like start it's like it's a lit too fucking late.
That's like if they now all of a sudden were like, you know what, we're gonna go to like you can only have one kid. So like if you have multiple ones, like
you have to get rid of two.
like you have to get rid of
yeah,
them.
which would be, God damn it, when you put it in that perspective, because that's a really good. You know what?
But that would make sense, right?
That
Where
would
it's
make
like,
sense.
Where it's like, okay, we're going with that. It's like, how? Well, I already have them. Like, how am I gonna get rid of
No,
it? Well,
we should do that.
sorry,
That's the
like
point.
get rid of them.
That's a good fucking. You know what? That's what we should start pushing.
I'm pushing that agenda.
We need to push some extreme agendas. Remember agendas like in middle school?
Oh yeah, dude.
Remember how
my
shitty those were?
God.
You
Oh.
always wanted one because like backpacks were lame, but it's like
An
Who the-
agenda. Wait. Are you talking about the agenda where you got it from school, where it's like the planner?
No, no, no.
Or you're talking about like the 5-star folder?
No, no, I'm talking about like the fabric folder. Remember those?
Yeah.
Those were agendas, right?
No.
What are they called?
Trapper Keeper.
Huh?
Trapper Keeper.
What the fuck are you saying?
Pull it up. Pull it up.
That's not what it is.
All right. Look up agenda and look up Trapper Keeper. There's your agenda. You see that? It's just one notebook. Literally a notebook.
Hold on.
Like school agenda is literally. You have to put agenda is like what we're doing. So put like school agenda.
Trapper hold
Keeper. Do Trapper Keeper.
Like this thing.
Trapper Keeper.
Binder. That's
okay,
what
binder.
That's the
But it
word.
is a Trapper Keeper.
Not
because
agenda.
It fucking came up.
No
with
one
it.
fucking says Trapper Keeper, and if you do, you don't like. You deserve
to be the child that doesn't get chosen. In the new policy. No, dude, I love those things.
You like those?
Fuck yeah, I like them.
I hate I obviously I like them because they were cool,
okay,
but
listen.
I like how we just went from like killing kids off.
Okay, first of all, my dream was to have those like see that unicorn and the moon.
Yes.
What was it? Those were called. Click it. It was a. Fuck. What is
this
that
thing,
one
Leah
lady's-
Frank.
Lisa Frank.
Lisa
Frank
Frank?
was always like this kind of shit. Where,
Really?
like, super bright. Yeah, like that. Like not the koala, but maybe that was.
No,
Lisa
that is
Frank.
Lisa
it
Frank.
Lisa Frank.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
Okay. She had like super like colorful thing, like her.
$195.
That's vintage Trapper.
Well, I
Keeper,
know.
Okay.
But that's not even
Oh,
like the
look.
thing that I'm talking about.
I know it's not.
Oh, that's just like a 3-ring
Look at
binder.
$195.
Damn, those are cool colors. Then that's back. That's back in fashion.
That's pretty cool.
That's super bad.
But no,
Yeah,
I
I'm
get
talking
what
about
you're
like these
yeah,
ones.
where you
Yeah,
could put like
they were fucking stupid, man. I always like obviously I had one because like it was a cool thing to do because like I don't even think backpacks were allowed in middle school.
I don't know.
There was a period that like they didn't allow backpacks, and maybe it was during middle school. So like these were like the things, but they fucking sucked, man.
Hey, let's see how much this Trapper Keeper is. Let me see this. How much is that?
This one?
Because that looks like so 80s. 1087.
It's at Walmart.
1087.
I didn't know they were
Damn.
called Trapper Keepers. That's a
I'm about to
fucking-
order that shit
That's
right
such
now.
a stupid name. That's a 1-inch trapper though. It's thin.
It'll keep your shit. You're like 1-inch Trapper. How much is that stuff? $26.95?
The big ones. Yeah.
$26.99?
Yeah, binder. That's what I was thinking, not agenda. Fucking
Look
so
up book covers.
stupid.
Look at school book covers, but like 2000s. I don't know what they were called. I think they were like these fabric ones. Hold on.
School book covers? Oh, like the really like stretchy ones?
Yeah.
Those are so
Book socks,
dumb.
fabric book. Fuck, I used to like those. If I like those
Like
are a
this?
fun way to like decorate your book. Yeah.
Book socks.
Yep. Those are awesome.
That was so stupid.
Go back.
These are like the COVID masks before the COVID masks.
I used to do mine like this, where it was just like made out of like.
Oh, like cardboard, like
Newspaper?
newspaper, and like or like yeah,
Those are cool.
paper. What is it called? Paper bags.
I like that.
Yeah. What else was like? What?
All I knew is I wanted Big Star or 5-star or whatever it
5
was
Star
called.
was the brand.
Those are the
5
ones
Star
I
was the
wanted, but they were
brand.
expensive. So I'm gonna
Yep.
tell you right now, because this is the first year last year that I got to do school supply shopping with
Yeah.
Amelia because she was in kindergarten, and like the legit, like you get the list, you know, when you go to Walmart and you
Yeah.
look for your school, you
Yep,
get
yep.
the list and you go through them.
You're gonna shop like you wanted to
Dude,
shop.
I shopped like how I want to shop. Like she's like, I want. Fuck you, you're not getting that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the Lisa Frank because that's what I wanted when I was growing up.
Frank.
I got her some 5-star things. She just got all her supply stuff back because it was like the end of the school year. Half that shit wasn't used. Which I'm like, that's fine. Guess
100%,
what?
yeah.
For next year. But I love school supply shopping. Some of the things, some of the things are ridiculous where it's like, dude, she doesn't need like 75 glue sticks. And I know it's used for like other kids. I get that.
I hate that.
One
This
thing
isn't a
that
fucking.
doesn't-
I thought this was a capitalist country, not socialist bullshit.
One thing that I don't understand. Look, one thing I don't get. It happens every fucking time. It's like, bitch, you know school's starting in August. Like, everyone knows school starts in August. Doesn't matter what date or, like, what specific day.
Yes.
It's in August.
Yes.
Christmas is always falls on December 25th. Like, it never changes. You know, like,
Yes.
all these holidays never
Never
change.
change. Yep.
And yet people, 5 days before school stuff, it's like, help me buy paper. It's like, okay, first of all, paper is literally 48 cents. Like the school supplies, when you get like in the bin, when you're getting the college rule paper, the scissors, like those things, you can get them for like pretty
Yeah.
cheap. You can go to a fucking dollar store and get scissors from the dollar store, paper from the dollar store. Like it doesn't have to be perfect. But people always like they don't know what's coming up. But like if I honestly was like, if I knew, like, dude, every year I struggle with school supplies. Okay, then I don't know how you have to do it. I guess every month pick something. Like this month I'm gonna go to a dollar store and get a thing of paper. You know what I mean? Like get ready for August or like the whole
maybe
Christmas
the thing
thing.
is like maybe some of those people were on jury duty for Depp and
Maybe.
Depp and her.
Not Ghislaine, because that's not shown.
Yeah, Ghislaine's gone.
Because like that wasn't even shown at all. You know.
No.
That wasn't televised.
I
bet you they were distracting us for something, dude. No, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
So
the fact that it was like televised.
It was so
for
fucking
6
wild.
weeks.
That shit was so annoying. I actually couldn't fucking stand. And the thing is, it's not even just televised. Like it was just like every time you would just open any sort of social media, it was just like a fucking fat black fucking cock of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp going right down your fucking throat every single time you would open anything.
I'm
with
not gonna
Facebook,
lie.
Instagram.
I know you don't like that shit. It's not like I watched it, but some of the things was quite entertaining. Because I'm like, how do you feel like you actually stand a chance?
I know, I understand. Like like the shitting the bed. There was highlights. Don't get me wrong, but like. There was, and it's like fine, like follow it. It's normal. Like I'm not saying if you follow it, you're a fucking retard. You should go kill yourself. I'm not saying that because that's normally what I would say. But there was those people that were like more addicted to that than like a fucking meth head under the bridge. To meth, like meth head under the bridge can be like, you know what? I'm not gonna do meth today. Before someone was like, you know what? I'm not gonna follow that today.
Right.
That was like people's life because people have nothing, right? You have nothing in your life, right?
No.
So everything that you see like on TV is just like it's just bullshit. It's just nothing. Like it doesn't exist and people attach to it, right? So you have these stupid shows on TV that's just like about dancing and singing and all this shit. Like nothing's good. Like you know what I mean? Nothing's good. So it's like
I'm looking at this.
So Amber and the Amber Heard thing and all that stuff was like I guess it brought hope to people for whatever reason. I don't fucking know.
It was entertaining. I don't know. There's like nothing that is entertaining anymore. You turn on the TV. There's really like, man, I remember coming home from school and like Goosebumps right there. Dude, Goosebumps show would be playing like just good stuff on TV. Got Dragon Tales and all that cool stuff. Now you got nothing. You got Molly of Denali. That's all you got.
Molly Denali's good.
Molly's like okay. PBS is still.
I'm not
fire.
talking about kids. I'm not talking about kids.
I'm just
talking
talking
about adults that are fucking retarded.
Fine, even adults. Like there's nothing to entertain them.
I know
there's
the Masked Singer, which is fucking retarded. There's all these singing shows that are fucking retarded.
But there's nothing. A lot of people can't afford to go and do things anymore. Not, because let's be realistic. Like some people really can't. Not with gas and everything. Like it's just tight stretch. Like we don't know what it's like to have to pay $2,500 in rent or $1,500 or deal with like, okay, I just adjusted my budget to this rent increase that happened 3 months ago, and now they're increasing it again.
Of course, I know.
I can definitely understand where people are like, dude, we have really no money to like just go and drive to do something fun. Not even to go to the park. I don't live close enough to a park. Whatever it is, I have no entertainment besides watching stupid shit on TV or whatever the phone gives me.
It's just because people are dumb now too.
Yeah.
It's these short attention spans that are like, it's fucking amazing.
Right.
I love it.
We used to have a long because we used to have to like use our head more. Like you used to have to remember home phone numbers. Why do you think we still remember our 7341449?
Call that shit.
Call it right now. Where's your phone? I don't have my phone. My phone's playing.
Should we call it? You want to actually call it?
Fuck yeah. What are you gonna say at the answer? Just start talking. Like, welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed. Did you do 208?
Yeah. All right.
I guess it's dead.
Oh, I think they still have that. I was gonna call it our cousins, but I think they might still have that phone.
A home phone number?
Like that emergency. Yeah, I don't know.
Call it.
No, just in case. I highly, highly, highly doubt they do. But that's weird. That's a Verizon number now.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you
there
have to
was
remember
things
stuff.
like
You have
back
to
then.
know that, hey, I should look at the fucking street before I open this door rather than my car fucking beeping. I cannot. Oh my God, I can't wait for that time. I
Right.
can't wait till these things malfunction. And then it's like, well, the thing told me I can open my door. And then someone opens the door and then fucking a semi just smacks the fuck out of this person. And then that person's going to sue Hyundai for like $40 billion and they're going to win retardedly.
Oh, yeah,
And
of
then we're all
course.
going to die. It's going to be so stupid. I cannot wait for that time to happen.
Yeah.
So these malfunctions, because it's already happened to Tesla. Like when auto driving stops working because they say, hey, you got to pay attention to the fucking road, but this guy fucking falls asleep because he's jerking off in this car or whatever, and then it hits someone or they get in a crash and they die, which is a good thing. They should have died. It's sad that this car had to die, but the person well off. But then they sue them and then they like
Win
sue them.
money, right.
It's like Jesus
Dumb.
Christ. It's gonna happen more and more. It's fucking incredible.
Well, like
but what
me and
was
mom
that?
are talking. I don't know if you were watching it yesterday or if we were talking about it yesterday. Maybe
What?
it was just me. Mom was talking about how like when they were like in Mexico, you know,
Yes.
and how like because on PBS it was showing things about Puerto Vallarta where they were at,
Yep.
and mom was talking about how
Puerto Vallarta.
where the people that connect to the boats and then they're on like the
Oh,
like
the hang gliding,
hang gliding
whatever.
thing.
Yeah.
And mom was saying how like when they were there, she's like, man, the shit that they do there would never pass in America,
Nothing
you know,
would pass,
because they were saying
yeah.
like how they would have to like instead of it like coming down in the boat, they have to like move this down and then people catch them. I mean,
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they come down pretty fast. But I'm like, that's the thing is people can do things like that because Americans haven't sued them yet.
Yeah, it's like that. It's
Like
so
this,
Sue happy.
I think
here,
it's
you know?
just because honestly, if it wasn't like. Sometimes that's people's like, dude, I can't afford to live. I'm just waiting for something to happen so I can sue, so I can actually like make my life worth something.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
Yeah. And it's available. You can sue anything, you know. Well, I like if we ever do get big, I'm like from the shit I say about specific people, like I'll get sued.
Oh yeah,
It's like whatever. Like I don't care.
I ain't got no money.
So what are you gonna fucking
What
sue?
you gonna take?
Take my manhood. Perfect one at the trash can. Yeah, no, that's fucking stupid. Like because that shit's gonna happen. Like you'll see, like those like things will like,
Oh yeah.
you know, like when you have like, it's just gonna happen. It's gonna be fucking so dumb. It's just dumb.
I
You
just
gotta-
missed it. I don't know. I just missed the good old days.
There was a stupid fucking dumb broad in my car last night when I was doing Uber, and so she lived in Europe for like a while, but it's like. It's those like rich people that like because their parents can afford it, like they send them to school over there and all that stuff, right?
Right.
Like it's that kind of thing. And then like I was like, oh, because she was living in Italy, I was like, oh, how was it? Because like I would love to like move there someday or whatever, and she's like, I'm like, and then she like was kind of dogging on it, right? And it was because, and it was like she didn't fully go in it because like we were talking about like the podcast and like what we talk about and stuff like that. But like you can just tell this stupid dumb broad of a, and I hope you're listening. Like that's the thing, because like all these people like get on podcast and then I just dog on all of them, right? If she's listening, cool, whatever, fucking kill yourself. But like, I just hate those people that like she was like, what was it again? It was like she was because I know what it was because there's not like the freedoms that you have here, right? But it's like you never struggled here. So why the fuck are you even leaving, right? If you didn't struggle to the place that you're well off at, why the fuck are you leaving?
Right. What kind of freedoms is she talking about? I wonder.
Like that she like that's the thing. She never wanted to go into it. She's like, I don't want to sound like a brat or anything, but like the rules over there were like weird, you know? And I was like, talk about it. Like I don't care. Like because it was like a group, like it was like 3 people. And I was like, I don't care. Like I'm on like any side. I don't give a shit like of anything. And then she's like, nah, I don't want to like go into it too much and all that stuff. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, you know, being nice and all. But like I know something.
Look it up. Look up rules that shock Americans in Italy.
Fucking who knows what's gonna be, because I don't want to put like bullshit. But like the way she was, like she's just like a snot. Like you could tell she has rich parents. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm not saying like you have like well off parents. I'm not saying rich or like that you fucking have everything that you want. I'm not saying that, but like you have well off parents that you like. Like you didn't pay for an ounce. You didn't pay for $1 for your fucking school. They sent you other places. Like she's talking about like where she would like live. Like she's like Greece would be close. Like their economy is fucked. Like it's a pretty tough place to live. You know what I mean? I was like, if you have American money going in, you know, I was like, that's fine. She's like, no, it'd be like nice. I was like, you don't know fucking anything. Like you're just a stupid dumb bitch that has like rich parents, and it's like I just hate that because it's like I don't know. It got to
Right.
me. It got to me so
It's like
fucking
vacation
Dutch.
mode, so you can't like compare like, oh, it's easy or it's not easy just based off of the fact that like you don't have to work
Like
for it.
she lived there like for like 6 years, but it's like you probably didn't pay for your fucking place that you probably didn't pay for 95% of the things that you need. Like you paid for food, maybe things like that, but it's
Right.
like 95% of your shit was most likely fucking paid off or like paid for by your
Right.
fucking parents.
Right.
Like don't fucking talk about another person's fucking place if you're not even fucking paying for it.
Right.
It fucking pisses me off. I hate that shit. Like, because it's the same thing as like, because there was another one. Oh my god, yeah. Because this was like all day was like this. I drop her off right from Portland,
Oh.
and I was like, oh, where'd you move from? And she's like, Portland, like a couple years ago. I'm like, okay, whatever. I was like, yeah, it was like I used to kind of be able to say it, but like it's kind of not now. But I was like, it's because I always say like Boise's like a big city without the big city problems. That's what I said. And I always do. So it's like, it's like you kind of get the bigger city vibe,
Right,
but
right.
it's like, it's not a big city. But, and she's like, no, like not really anymore. I was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I guess you're right and all this stuff. And then I was like, oh, where are you from? She's like, Portland. I dropped her off. I was like I looked, like it was on, like, when you're going towards, Table Rock, like those super
Oh,
nice
yeah,
houses
yeah,
over
yeah.
there. I like searched it up on Zillow because I was doing a drop. $4.5 million. This fucking house is so fucking nice. 9,000 square feet, right? It was like gated and everything. Like she walked in and all this.
9,000
9,000
square
square
feet.
feet, and I'm like, you obviously didn't fucking struggle in Portland if you're able to afford this, right?
Right. I
And then
wonder
she's
if
like,
living
she's
with her
already talking,
family.
she's already talking shit about Boise, like in a way. She's like, so well, yeah, not anymore. Like you'll see you see these issues. I was like, you are the fucking issue. You're the reason why these issues are fucking come because you're Portland dumbass retards. Your city fucking sucks. Your city's a shithole. Everyone's getting killed over there because there's no defense to anything, right? And you're just bringing that shit here. That's what I fucking hate. That's what I fucking hate so much. And it's like, I just hate when people move away from problems and then talk shit about the new thing.
Oh, right.
Right? I fucking cannot stand that. And that shit like
Or when
happened
people
twice
talk
last night. It's
about-
like, what?
Or when people talk about shit, like you said, like, dude, you're not even struggling.
Yeah,
You go
like
home to a $4.5 million home.
yeah, it's
in
like you were
9,000
fucking
square
doing
feet.
fine.
You probably have like 3 rooms to yourself.
Literally.
Like you and you don't.
It's like,
have
what
to
the
worry
fuck
about
are you
shit.
talking about? Like, and like obviously no tip was like involved. Probably, I don't know. I never really checked. But like, yeah, I cannot stand that shit. It's like you're like talking, like I could talk shit about Boise because it sucks. Right? It sucks.
Right.
This place sucks. But hey, I've lived here for a long time. We're originally from here and like we have lived through the struggles. Like it just sucks, right? Like we can't,
Right.
But it's like these people that like, it's like, what the fuck are you complaining about?
Right. You got no complaints.
You have zero things to complain about. If you don't fucking like it, because you can easily just get up and move. Because
Right.
hey, that's what you did already.
Right.
So do it fucking again.
Right.
You should move to hell.
They could sell that house and
Kill themselves.
buy 4 houses.
They can sell that house, like just lose the money, and then
Or
blow their
people
brains
that are
out.
like, well, money doesn't buy happiness. Well, you know what? Why don't you then give me some of yours?
Yep.
And I'll try to be happy for the both of you, for the both of us.
Yep. Yeah. And like, and this weekend, 2 times on one-way roads, people are driving the wrong way. Like, like one way like downtown, one way in like Nampa and shit like that. And what's funny is like, rather than fixing the problem, the one in Nampa was fucking hilarious. I could not stop laughing.
What were they doing?
So they're on the one way, right? And like this guy stopped because I couldn't see. Like this guy stopped. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy stopping for? Like, it's like whatever. I see. Oh, there's an oncoming car like going,
Right.
and instead of them like turning around or like doing, they're just like, like, what the fuck are you doing?
And
Fix the. She was no joke, not moving, just sitting there with doing this, like, and you can see like her mouth's open, like in awe of what's going on.
Right.
And it's like instead of fixing the problem, you're just sitting there. I fucking laughed for like no joke 20 seconds. I was like,
She just sat there like that was gonna.
she was just like, because I slowly passed by because we're all going slow to be like, hey, like.
And she
not,
didn't move.
She didn't fucking move a fucking inch.
How
She
long
just,
did it take her to move?
I don't know because I was like driving away. She was still there. Like I saw her for a span of like
Do you think
25
she ran
seconds.
out of gas?
No, she just was like she was so. She didn't know what the fuck to do because she's obviously on the wrong way of the fucking road. I laughed so hard. I was like, "Fucking turn around and do something."
Retardirana.
Like I get it, you made the mistake because it was out of state plates too, so it's like obviously the new from here. But it's like, okay, like what you do is this 3 times,
turn around.
and then you turn around. We're all letting you go.
Oh my god!
But she's just like,
people.
I'm like, you should go. You should do this. This is what you should do with that mouth open, and fucking blow your brains out.
I love that it's like delayed,
It's so.
so I get to enjoy it twice. Because I look over at you and then I look and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, there it is.
Fucking it. But it's so stupid. You just see these influx of, I don't know.
It's fucking dumb. Man.
It's just hard. Like I.
It's hard to like see some people and I'm like, okay, I wish I could just go home like with you, and like see how you like live.
Yeah.
Like just your daily life, just to see how you were able to make it this far.
Oh my god. I never talked about that story of that woman, right? That like I just left her bags in front of her and just left doing
No.
Uber. I never talked about it because I talked about it to Mom. This is the exact story of this, what you just said. I truly, and like, you know, everything I say about like the woman should kill her, like she made a mistake. Obviously, I'm not saying she should kill herself. But like all
I
this
mean,
stuff,
like
right?
if she's
Like,
thinking about it,
if she's thinking about it, you go ahead. You have all rights.
You have my honor.
You have my honor.
You have my
But no,
permission.
I'm being 100%. This woman,
And it's all women, which is sad.
it is all women because yeah, it is all women. It is actually all women this happened to. This woman, I truly don't understand how she is still functioning. I'm like, I normally always I am not overblowing this like at all. And this is like, I know I say it's a joke and then I do something. I am being 100% genuine. Let me just start this off. Okay. Boom. Get a ride. It's a guy's name. Okay. Go to Les Schwab. I see a woman staying there. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure it's for her. Like they ordered the Uber for her. Okay. He goes up to me. He's like, hey, I ordered this Uber. I'm like, perfect. You know, she has luggage. You know, she drove from somewhere. I open the thing, gets in the thing. She sits in the front. Cool. Everything's normal for now. And the Uber is like, it's not, you know, she's like in her 60s, maybe. Like, yeah, in her 60s. You know, it's like a hotel close by so she can get there the next day when the tire's fixed. We're kind of talking. I'm like, oh, like, where are you from? Like, you know, tire went out. You know, she seems kind of normal in the beginning, you know, like, but then you can see like she's kind of ranting off and like
Right.
going off subjects and like, she's like, yeah, like I'm from Emmett. Like I moved, you know, away. Like I decided to come back because where I was living like wasn't working or whatever. And like I was like, okay. And
Emmett, Idaho.
Emmett, Idaho. Yeah. So she lived somewhere else and then
Oh,
decided to come back.
Oh, okay. She lives somewhere else and is moving back to Emmett.
Maybe Emmett, maybe
'Cause
Boise.
I
I
thought you
don't
meant,
know.
I thought you meant like she's been living in Emmett and now
No,
she
no,
moved
no.
to Boise. I'm like, why the fuck does she have
No,
luggage
no.
in a hotel?
So she was like somewhere else, right? So she, like her tire went flat, and then she's okay, and so I am now driving her to this hotel really close by, and then she's like, how much is this hotel a night? I'm like, I truly don't know, like I really don't know, and she's like, will you mind checking for me? I was like sure, like of course. Biggest regret in my life. One of the biggest. I was like, of course. Like, I am always nice. I come across as a fucking dick, like when it comes to like this podcast. But if you really truly meet me, I'm like shy and nice, right? And I'm like, sure, you know, I pull it up. It's like $140 a night. It's like the nicer one, like it's the Hampton Inns or whatever. And I'm like, it's $140 a night. She's like, ooh, that's quite a bit. I'm like, I could like, you know, do you want to see it if it's cheaper? I was like, she asked, like, is there any cheaper ones? I'm like, I'm sure there is, like by the airport. There always is a cheaper ones by the airport. She's like, where's the airport? I'm like, I thought you were from here. I was like, like, you know, it's not that far away. Like if you get an Uber or like a taxi, it's gonna be no more than $15. Like the
Right.
worst case scenario. There's no way it's gonna be more than 15, but like it's 15. And like so now we're like in the Hampton, like parked talking about this. She's like,
Is the timer still going? Like you still get paid
yeah,
for it?
I do.
Oh,
I
okay,
do.
okay.
But not like a taxi timer. It's not like that where it's like it's worth it, you know.
Now it's like you're losing money.
I'm
talking.
technically like it's not worth it for me at all, right? Doing this, and she's like, we'll go to that one. I'm like, okay, cool. Like we'll
So
just.
like, how do you do that then?
Well, that's fine. Like, you think you just drive, and because if you're driving, then it kind of adds up. But if you're just sitting there,
But
it
like,
does, but it's really shitty.
doesn't it like sit there though? And it's like, dude, you made it to your destination, or
No, like you can drive anywhere pretty much,
Oh, okay.
and it'll say like, "Are you okay?" and shit like that. Like it lets you whatever. And so I was like, okay, like we'll go to the one over there. It's like $55, right? $55 compared to 140, right? Now we're driving to this. She's like, these mountains like look really nice here. I'm like, they've always been here. If you lived in Emmett, like they haven't fucking changed. You know, it's like they really like she's slowly like I'm seeing like it's like her mind is just dissipating in front of my eyes, right? And I'm like, okay,
turning the mush.
and she's like, oh, and then we're driving. She's like, oh, this is like quite a bit. It's not far. It's like it's literally the next fucking exit. She's like, this is like quite far. Like I can't make it back. I'm like, you can. Like it's fine. Like I said, like get an Uber, a taxi. I was like, do you have a smartphone for Uber? She's like, yeah, I have like these two, and she pulls out like these two Cricket phones. And they look like they were just like fucking smashed to pieces. Like I don't think they worked. I don't think she even knows what a phone is. Right? It's getting to that point where it's like I don't know if this woman knows if she's alive or not. Right? It's really getting to that point. It's hard
Does she have
for me.
dementia?
She might have dementia.
Dude, she could have totally like. I'm gonna look out to see if there's any fucking missing elderly like. She like,
no,
just,
I'm
like,
telling you right now how I like. Let me
Okay, sorry.
I
That's so many questions.
I have no idea where she's at right now. Okay, so now we're driving there, and then she like, she. I was like, just you can get a taxi. Like we drive, we get to the hotel, right? It's not far. It's like literally 2 miles away. It didn't take long to get there, like 4 minutes, and we park at the hotel. I was like, okay, now like just she's like, are you like sit here and wait for me? Like while I was like, that's fine. Like I was like, I'll wait for you. I'm like, I'm still being nice. I'm like, yeah, I'll wait for you, and she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I have your stuff. I'm not gonna go away with your stuff. Like I'll wait for you out here. She goes in, comes back. She's like, it's the other building that we have to go to. I was like, okay. We drive in again, same exact thing. She's like, you're not gonna leave her. I'm like, no, okay. And then it's like, no, it's the next building. I was like, okay, like that's fine. Like we didn't know. It's fucking confusing. Makes zero sense. It's like a shitty hotel. But then she's like, I was like, if you don't have Uber, just get a taxi. She's like, taxi's gonna cost a ton. I was like, even if it's $30, you're still saving $70. You realize your other hotel was $150. This one's $55. Even if your Uber's surprisingly $100, you're still in the same boat, right? I kept telling her that to her. She's like, should we go back to the other one? I was like, I don't know. It's your fucking choice. And this is like I was like, I don't know. It's your choice. I'm trying to like, be more like,
right.
We get to the thing, and then she comes out of the car. I'm like, okay. I was like, you gotta hurry because this is like on this guy's dime. Like, that's not. If it was her, I would have fucking just kept driving around. And she like walks. She's like, okay, I'll hurry. She walks away, and like is gone for a bit. She comes back to me. I was like, did they have it? She's like, no, I never checked. What should I ask? I'm like, okay, now we're at full blown. Now it's like retard den levels, right? She's like, what should I ask them? I was like, if they have a room. I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm just here to drive. I was like, you gotta hurry though. I was like, I'm not. She asked like for the first one if I can come in. I was like, no. I was like, I'm not coming in. Like, I don't like that's not my thing. And then like before too, she asked for my number too. I was like, for me to drive her because that's how she thought it works. I was like no. Like that's not how it fucking works. She goes back in, and she's taking forever. Like, what the fuck
You're
is
all just
happening?
driving around the parking
No,
lot.
I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck is taking so long? I walk in, and I see her driver's license in front of her, and the guy, he's like, I gave your driver's license back, and you can see the two people behind them, like what the fuck's going on? The whole time she's complaining that he never gave her driver's license back, but she's like, and then at the end, like I was like, okay, like this is it. Like I wish I was there during the whole conversation because I was like, I would love to see where this went and how this fucking happened. Like you can just tell in the way she's talking and shit. She's like, just out of this fucking world. And as I'm walking out, she's like, oh, I see my driver's license. I'm not joking. There's like 5 minutes like of me waiting in my car. I was like, okay. I go to the thing, grab her bags, and just place them next to her, and then leave. Right. I have zero clue how she like. I don't know if she ever made it back to the Les Schwab the next day because there's no fucking way that she did. There is zero way that she did because there's no way that she would have been able to figure out getting like any ride to get to Les Schwab. I wish I had like a dash cam. I'm really close to getting
Did
one.
she have a phone number?
No.
Did she ever leave a phone number?
No.
Dude, I wonder if she ever made it back.
I don't know,
You
but
should call that Lush Mob.
I fucking so should.
Are they still open? Fuck.
Oh, damn, I hate how we do it. I want to do prank calls so fucking bad.
Dude, you should
I would
call
love to.
Lush Mob.
I should call them. It's been like 2 weeks though. I don't know if they're gonna remember. They've got to remember. It's a crazy story.
Dude,
I can find his name because I can find the guy's name and ask for him specifically because he's the one who ordered it.
Ask
I'm
and
gonna do
even
it.
like record the phone
I'm gonna do
call,
it.
but like even if I'm not here and like add it to the thing, you know,
I'm
like a
gonna do
little
it.
short thing. I'm so intrigued.
There's
if
just
she
no
ever
way
made
that-
it back.
yeah.
Just do it. Like, hey, look, I know it's been a while. Look, I gave a ride.
Oh, no,
I
I'm going
kinda
to. I
was a
don't
little
care, like-
concerned, you know, because she's
Oh,
fucking
I'm
retarded.
I'm gonna say like, do you know that retarded woman that? But like that right there. Like,
You
how
should-
did COVID not kill off a lot of people?
Right?
There's a lot of people that like you see. It's like, huh? Oh, and there was another like this. This was a perfect example. I go to the gas station. You know, there's lines for a parking lot. Right? There's
Right.
lines. This guy parked over the line. Right? This old guy. And like it's like whatever. Like if it's busy, the van is like he can't get into his car. The van is like this fucking close. He had the audacity because the woman's just sitting her like boyfriend or whatever is like in the gas station. He had the audacity to tell her, like, why'd you guys park so close to me? I can't get in my car. And I start laughing as I'm walking because I have to take a piss really bad. I start laughing. I'm like, what the fuck has happened? He was so over the line. And he had the audacity to say that.
One of the COVID symptoms is, swear to God, mental retardation.
Honestly, you might be right.
Like, look up. Is mental retardation a COVID symptom? Not mental. Like, loss of intelligence.
Yeah, it's
For real.
it's wild. No, there's no retardation on the list by the CDC.
Did you really put that on there?
Yeah, I put is retardation.
Oh
a
no, I
COVID
thought it
symptom.
said like there's no retardation per
no.
CDC.
There's no retardation though.
Damn.
I was like the audacity.
Then
I was
it
like,
must
how?
be the vaccines.
I was like, how did COVID not kill you, man? They said it was bad for old people. Italy really showed that fucking stat. It was terrible in Italy because all the old people died from it. Why didn't that happen here?
I'm
Why did
telling
not
you right
that
now,
happen? Why did that not happen here?
Didn't happen as much as we thought here.
It was like when he said that, I was like, no fucking way. He just had the audacity to say, "Hey, you guys parked close to me," like in a dickish way too, not like in a nice way where it's like, okay, like in a dickish way. He had the audacity to say that as he's literally over the line, and she was like, "Can't you see where you parked?" I would have just decked the fuck out of that guy and hoped he had an aneurysm in his fucking brain. Like,
I'm still intrigued as to where that lady went.
oh man, that lady.
I'm still thinking about her.
I'm
half tempted, I swear to God, tonight to just like search up to see if there's any current missing. Because there's sometimes it's like there was one the other day. It's like my grandma went to go pick flowers at the end of the street. She hasn't been back home.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, dude, I wonder if this lady straight up had dementia and thought she was going somewhere. Like, thought that she was an Emmett or thought that she used to live there. And, like, for real
Man.
didn't. You know what I mean?
Like, I have,
She could legit have dementia and be completely just, like, lost forever.
and that is 100% fine by me.
And, like, the phones that she had that's broken, I wonder if any of them work for Les Shop to call her to pick up her car. You're going to find all that out tomorrow, though, when you
I
call
have
them.
zero clue. And, like, if there was a story it's like, woman found dead from, I would have zero care. Like, I would be like, okay.
I wonder if
like-
that guy first, like, approved for her to, like, yeah, that's fine. Like, have my card information and just go to that one, like, hotel. You know, like,
No, because she was, like, paying for it and all.
oh, she was paying, but
No, he wasn't paying for it.
oh,
No,
but why'd
no.
you say it was on his dime?
The Uber drive was because you know how like it is like they don't have a courtesy car, so like what they'll do is like they'll get like you go to like get an oil change, like instead of you ordering an Uber, like sometimes they'll let you, but they'll just order it for you.
Right. So is that
That's
like,
what they did for her.
I know. So were they paying for that?
The Uber, yes. Like
That's what I'm saying.
It was like his personal thing, and I'm pretty sure his like manager was gonna pay it
Right.
off.
That's what I'm saying. Is I wonder if they were like, yeah, that's fine. Have the we'll do the Uber to the Hampton.
Yes, that's what it was. It's like, hey, we'll
not
just...
to all these ones and wait forever to like you
and
know.
the thing is, it didn't even charge them. Like it literally, instead of it being like $5, it was like $7.
Oh,
Like it
okay.
wasn't like It wasn't anything crazy. That's why it was a loss on my time, because it was like
Right.
just wasting my fucking time. Because it doesn't go up like that. It's not like a taxi where it's like every 30 minutes it goes up. Like, it's not like that. It's like it's purely it doesn't work like that in Uber, right? So no, like it was like, hey, the closest hotel we have is this one. Like you can just go there. But then she asked, hey,
Right,
this
right.
is an expensive hotel. I don't want to stay here. It's $140 a night.
Which that makes sense. I get it.
Of
But
course, that
damn,
completely
I
makes
wonder
sense.
if she,
But the
went-
way like it just started like you can just see it's like, oh, something's not right here. This
Right.
person's stupid.
Oh, I'm definitely thinking she's got dementia.
Good.
If she's completely like confused about random everyday things, like
I don't think it was dementia, because I don't know. I think it's just a stupid person. I have zero clue and I have zero care. But it was like, because like the way like she was like, yeah, complaining to the guy in the fucking thing. I was like, oh my god. And yeah, when she asked me like, what should I ask? Because it wasn't like dementia where like you're forgetting where you're at.
Right.
It wasn't that. It was just like
I think Alzheimer's is more like forgetting where you're at. Dementia's different.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Man, you experience a lot of retarded people. I remember when I
Man.
like, okay, this is what's dumb is I work with people that are like struggle, right?
Yeah,
I mean, not like struggle like badly. Come on, give me a break. Like most of these people, like okay, like give me a break.
yeah.
Most of these people are like, dude, you're entitled. You don't, and I say people because I'm working with the same family. So
Yeah,
it's like if it was like various families, I'd say okay, this is the same family. It's more of an environmental problem than it is even a like psychological one. You know what I mean? So it's like I can't say like that's who I'm working with, but I remember working in like when you work in retail. So when I say like working with public, I don't work with the public. I work with the same people.
No. Yeah.
But like man, working with the public, I swear to God, every day I was like, am I the smartest person on earth?
Yeah.
Like it makes you seriously question it, and it's like, how is there this many retarded people?
Yeah.
Like how is that even like a normal thing?
It's
so
wild.
if you think that you're the only like not the only you know what I mean? Like in those situations, like dude, are they?
No, and the thing is,
Is
I
there
have a
a
lot of
fucking-
great people. I have a lot of like intelligent people. 'Cause that's the thing with Uber. It's not like a specific demographic, right? Because like, okay, like if you work at like I worked at a phone store, right? Most younger people won't go into a phone store, right? You get a certain demographic of people. Like every store has a certain demographic
Right.
of people. Uber does not, I feel like.
kinda
Uber
like-
has like people have cars, people are rich, people are poor, people don't have cars, people have shit jobs, people have amazing jobs, people are partying, people are going to the airport for business. It's everyone, right?
Yeah, you get
There's
like
not
a-
like it's
like a
the full
stoop.
spectrum of people.
A melting pot.
It's a melting pot of people. And like there's plenty of, I won't say there actually is great people, because last night there was a great person. Like this guy was actually pretty cool from Chile. He was actually a badass. Like that's a great story, right? It was a great story. Cool guy. Did like crazy shit in Chile to get a job up here. Like wild story and all that stuff, right? But then yeah, you do get a lot of fucking retards, and the retard stories are always more fun. Because like his is like, oh, it's a success story. You know, he was literally a diver for the drug embassy in Chile, and like would dive like underwater for like these like those helicopter drops for like cocaine and shit like that. That's what he did.
That's pretty.
And like
fucking
he
cool.
like was able to get a job up here. Like
But like, see,
cool
that's
shit,
why it's
right?
like, you know what? That's why it's like no one wants to hear those stories. Cause like, dude, you make my life seem retarded.
It's
like, I
not
haven't
even that,
done
because there's
anything.
nothing interesting behind it.
That's why people like to watch the jury trial of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Cause like, dude,
Yeah.
it's messy. That's why people like to
But-
watch like you know reality TV shows. Cause it's like, dude, yeah, I want to watch a show with a bunch of fucking short people and midgets.
But it's not even that. It's like the Real Housewives too.
Okay, it's not real,
It is. Those are real people. They're just rich.
right?
People like watching rich people too.
Yeah,
People do like watching rich
people that have drama though, not just rich people that are successful.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that woman, it was fascinating to me.
Yeah.
I wish I like had it on dash cam. I would have blurred her face and showed it. It would
Damn.
been cool. Just to hear her.
Probably missing person, man.
I don't think so. I think she was a full, like she was fine. It's just I don't know how she made it far in life. Because there are people like that.
Right.
I don't know. I thought it was interesting though. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I want you to call us up so bad.
Yeah.
I need a part 2. I think everybody does.
Yeah.
I need a part 2. We should have her as a guest.
Oh God.
She would have done it.
I don't
You
know.
could have driven all the way fucking home.
Yeah. I don't know.
Those people can get robbed. They wouldn't even know it.
There's nothing to rob. I wish I knew what car she drove. That's what I wish I found
She
out. 'Cause
probably
I
didn't
didn't
even
know.
drop off a fucking car.
No, she did. Like, she definitely did. It was just like, I think it was just a really dumb person that like doesn't know.
Who knows, man?
I don't fucking.
No one knows. Not even Zamzos.
Not even Samzo's knows. I'll figure it out tomorrow.
Dude, next time we do our podcast, it'll be like right before my surgery.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
You've been a couple surgeries in this podcast.
Dude, right?
Yeah. We'll talk about that one. I'm making pizza tomorrow
For real?
by myself. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Are you going to do the lobster one?
No, just I'm
Crab?
just gonna do burek.
No, like just...
Burek with
What about potato?
no, because I don't know how to like do that. That's too much. I'm just gonna do burek with bacon.
Fine.
I might make like a 2-seating set for you or something.
Please do.
Okay.
The potatoes are easy, man. You just cut it up really thin.
I just don't know what she puts in it though,
Same thing.
and I'm already complicated. Like I'm like already at a loss because Mom was re-explaining a lot of things. Fuck this! I'm not talking about this on the goddamn. It's fucking dumb.
Okay, fine.
But
Jesus Christ.
He's my Lord and Savior. That's about it.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Fucking name.
We still need to get the.
Mortuary guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't done shit.
Yes, I have. My friend literally texted me the other day. She's like, dude, I still gotta ask him. I'm like, you fucking live with him. It's like, ask him.
That's why. Like, that's when you realize like what things like when people like can't get done. It's like things can get done.
Things get done.
People just things can always get done.
Always. You can get your pizza done.
I will. But that's it. Fucking good luck, Heard and Johnny Depp. Just offer yourself, Heard, and Johnny Depp. Fucking do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't give a shit. Who
He's
cares?
partying up.
Yeah, I guess.
He only lost $2 million in this whole thing, paying her out.
Huh?
You only have to pay her out $2 million.
Yeah.
She has to pay him out $15 million.
Yeah.
So
It's fucking stupid. I would hate to be the jury duty in that. I would have still went on Heard's side just because.
right,
I would have been the one that fucking voted for Heard, just because.
you would have made the fucking trial last. If the entire jury is not in agreement,
I
they
know.
could not. Make
I would have 100% went for Heard. Just
you would
gets like
have made the trial go from 6 weeks to like
that's
72.
fine because who fucking cares?
You would have gotten killed from the other jury members.
Good.
And they would have had another jury
That
trial.
would have been a cool fucking story then. It's so stupid. I fucking hated that whole goddamn thing. It's fucking retarded.
But enough for them to get discussed on ours. Hey, your fucking little thing is like, have you heard? And then like, hold on.
All right, guys. Welcome.
Anyways, mention something with heard. And the retard.
The U.S. is just a herd of sheep. I'm kidding. I'm being, when the people,
He's stupid.
The Republicans always say like the sheep when the COVID and all that stuff. Anyways, fuck off.
Heard of cause them.
Cause good luck, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, retards, for joining on the episode 71 of Talking About Real Shit podcast. If you guys liked it, good. If you didn't, good. Yeah.
All right.
See you, retards.
You help?
No.